People.
Hello.
So
Yes. Hello and welcome to Labour the Game, episode 2.
welcome.
Welcome indeed.
So yeah, so this is a show that myself, Derpy Durder, and Zell Punch have put together. We are two normal guys who hold down full-time jobs. What we what we sorry, he started coming back at me there. So what we do is we have full-time jobs. We love playing computer games. We've loved playing computer games our entire lives, but we now are at a stage in our lives where we have other things that we also need to do. We can't just play computer games all day long,
As much
and
as
so
we'd
we
love
think
to.
there are people in the same position. So we want to talk about video game news. We want to talk about movie news, and we want to do it in kind of a way where somebody can check in, hear what's going on, and check out for an hour, and not have to look at the masses and masses and reams of information that's out there in the video game world at the moment. And so we are streaming. What are we streaming at the moment?
YS Origin, a
YS
game
Origin.
that I found on a Steam sale one day. I just looked at the trailer for it and I said it's kind of my game, and I fell in love. I've bought all the YS games since after I bought this one, because this one is just so much fun. I don't know why I can still hear the footsteps. I'm trying to mute that, but it won't work. So we'll roll with it. It's live.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it. So we've got a lot of ground to cover today. I thought I'd start with definitely the funnest story that I saw today. This was
Okay.
off of IGN .com, and what it says is a man in Venezuela has surgically altered his face to look like Red Skull from Captain America.
Oh my god, I
so-
saw this on Twitter. I didn't go into the thing.
And so he has. The Daily Mail reports this, and it says Henry Damon, 37, has already had several subdermal implants on his forehead before having part of his nose removed in order to achieve the right Marvel Madman look. And so they don't actually have a picture of him on. Oh, they do. They do. Oh my God, he's crazy.
Is his face red?
So first of all, he looks nothing like Red Skull at all whatsoever. So for some reason, he has a big beard. And he just
Ultimate
has,
Universe Red Skull.
yeah. So this guy has got these implants above his eyebrows. He has got red tattooed all over his face, except
Oh my god.
his nose, and he's got black patches under his eyes. He has got probably what looks like black contact lenses in. And he just looks fucking terrifying. And the comments on IGN are just like, I mean, fantastic. Like classic American reaction to this. They're just like, "Hey man, if I see this guy walking down the street at night, I'm
Kick his
emptying my
ass."
whole clip into this guy." And it's just like classic American "let's kill everything" response. But in fairness, if I did see this guy, you would either try and kill him or try and just run away.
Where is the Captain America now to
Exactly. We need a hero.
we need a hero. This is quite obvious supervillain on the loose. And
Yeah,
not safe.
yeah. So I can imagine that probably costs quite a bit of money as well.
Yeah. How do you get a doctor to agree to that? It's like, here, I really would love if you could just change my face. And
Yeah.
it's pretty horrific.
Yeah.
It's pretty horrific that someone would do that to another person for
Well,
money.
the guy is clearly not mentally all there, right? to
Yeah,
be
but
doing
that would be my argument then, that the doctor's just like, oh, no problem, just give me your money, man, it's all good.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's happy. Maybe he has a wife who has a thing for
The Red Skull.
for the
This
Red
is getting
Skull.
him sauce. Yeah, okay.
Maybe it's actually nothing to do with him really in any way. Maybe
Yeah.
he's just being forced into this. But yeah, I thought that was quite a fun.
Nice way to kick it off.
Yeah, for a nice topic to kick it off.
Kick off our fun
So-
show.
We're gonna get into Nintendo later on, and we're gonna talk about.
Sure.
I was kind of planning on talking about, how I feel about the company and stuff these days compared to how I used to feel about them before. But today, I think this is definitely a story which needs to be mentioned because it's not actually coming up on some of the bigger gaming websites at the moment, but the headline from GameSpot is that Nintendo excludes Smash Bros from YouTube partner program, right? So that's the banner title, and then underneath it says Pokemon and Bayonetta also banned from ad revenue sharing scheme. So this is the thing that Nintendo so kindly out of the bottom of its heart said a couple of weeks ago that these are all our games. Every other publisher in the world allows you to take the YouTube ad revenue and keep it for yourself. But what we'll do
And
is
takes the free advertising.
yeah, of course, yeah, and takes the free advertising and takes probably because it's a Nintendo game a pretty good feedback because Nintendo games are generally pretty good, right? It's not like there's going
And
to
that's
be.
not us even being fanboys. Like they're
Of
generally.
course, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I think most people would agree. Certainly in the last year, when you compare Nintendo to games coming out on the Xbox One and the PS4, the quality control has been like, I mean, orders of magnitude above that for the Xbox One and the PS4.
Hmm.
And so Nintendo doesn't really need to be, censoring, streaming on
Oh,
YouTube
I
or
don't
anything.
know if it's a case of censoring now. I think it's a case of, this is another revenue stream. They see people getting good money, good YouTube money, like that South Park episode, and they want a piece of the pie, and they're getting 30, not even 30%, because I know in best case scenario now people can get 70% of ad revenue, and then YouTube needs their cut of, I think it's about 15, so they're getting, a small
Yeah,
cut then on top of that. But I mean, it's still, it's free advertising, so they're getting money for people advertising their games.
yeah, I can see that point. I mean, Nintendo is a video games company, right?
Yeah,
PlayStation is not, or Sony is not a video games company.
no,
Microsoft is not a video games company, and
yes,
so I guess Nintendo are thinking to themselves, well, these are the products that we solely make, and so why should we not um, take a cut of the revenue, all types of revenue that come from Nintendo? And I think
yeah,
that's something I might talk about a bit later on, in that Nintendo now are getting to the stage, I believe, where they're almost completely saturating the market to the point where people are going to start getting fed up with them almost. I mean, there are people out there who absolutely love Nintendo. Don't go to PlayStation, don't go to Xbox One. And they have plenty of reason to do that. Now, I think they had much more of a reason to do that maybe 15 years ago than they
yeah,
do now. But it's something we'll come back to later. I thought I'd mention it now. So
definitely.
of course, it's interesting to point out, right, that okay, Smash Bros is a Nintendo game, right? But Pokemon and Bayonetta are third-party games, and
Yeah.
so
Well,
Nintendo are now.
Pokemon is, third party, but it's not
Yeah,
really.
but I mean, it's technically third-party, right? So,
Yeah. Okay.
I, so I mean, if you take Smash Bros, if you take Pokemon and you take Bayonetta out of the equation, what is anybody else going to stream in large numbers on
Zelda?
YouTube at the moment?
Well, at the moment, no.
Well,
Sorry, at the
yeah,
moment, sorry.
at
No,
the
you're right.
moment,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, but I could very easily see them just adding Zelda to this list, and
When it comes, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. We use
you know,
Zelda straight away. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's an interesting kind of story, and I wonder, um, you know, will certainly it'll have to be led by publishers, right? So,
Yeah.
um, will we see the likes of Activision? Will we see the likes of Square Enix? Probably. So MMOs, I'm guessing, is probably a huge target for publishers to start looking at this because
I think so. Yeah.
MMOs are followed massively, in viewership
Yeah.
on the internet. So I don't know. I think it's an interesting story, and it'll be interesting to see where that goes. Um, so yeah, moving on swiftly. So yeah, I came across this story, and there was a guy, head of Treyarch Studios, who are of course
the
famed,
goods, the goods.
famed
Call of Duty makers now.
exactly famed for making definitely my favorite Call of Duty game, which is World at War. Um, and subsequent very good Call of Duty games over the years. The head of Treyarch Studios, a guy called Mark Lamia, I think I'm saying that right, has said that he almost didn't include zombies in World at War, and that he actually specifically told developers who were working on zombies for fun in their own spare time outside of work time, he told them to stop developing zombies and that it was a pretty stupid idea and it doesn't fit with World War II and it's kind of taking down the rest of the game and it's not going to go in the game.
Oh my God.
And he sat down and played the mode and loved it. And so then he said, right, it's got to go in the game. But then he had huge trouble pitching it to get it in the game and all of this. And I mean, it's such an integral part of Treyarch's.
Oh, stop! Since they've started making them now, it's just when
Yeah.
when the Treyarch game comes out. Although I do feel now that Sledgehammer have kind of stolen it a little bit. With
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
that
I mean,
was.
zombies are everywhere now. I mean, this was
Oh my
probably.
God! Yeah, zombie invasion. This should be a topic in itself.
Yeah, so I mean, like I
The real
guess
zombie invasion is virtual and
is virtual,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
through the entertainment world.
Zombies are going to catch us all off guard and take us down through.
Oh,
not
and this actually
playing
ties in excellently with our game of the week.
our game of the week.
We won't get to it yet, but it just ties in excellently. This is a fantastically. See, episode 2, there's just been so many more advances.
It's flowing.
Oh my God,
we-
beautifully.
There's no Destiny on in the background,
Yeah.
which I'm
there's-
sure a lot of people hated.
Now,
There,
I am currently lost in this game, so I hope
Right.
you actually like listening to us rather than watching the game.
Yeah, the gameplay's poor, really. I mean, it's just some little. So I'm not going to say the name online, but it looks like a certain French teacher that we used to have in school, running around with.
With claws. Wow,
with
maybe
claws
we
on.
probably would have been nicer people if she had the claws in real life.
That's true. That's true. But
No, see, no, I'm actually doing this game an injustice now by being lost. So
Right.
if there's anyone watching that
so
knows
so
this,
hang on. Let me just come back to this for a second. So is this just a platformer? Is this an RPG? What is it?
it's kind of a hack and slash. I wouldn't say RPG because there's no real RPG elements in it. I mean, you level
Right.
up all right, but you don't customize your player in any way. But God damn it, I really wish I wasn't lost. I apologize to everyone watching.
So it kind of looks to me like concept wise, kind of Castlevania-ish. Is that fair?
Oh, no.
No.
Not at all.
So okay, right, okay. But I mean concept and textures and background and
No. I would
Okay.
liken this to more like almost 2D, well, 2.5D Devil May Cry,
oh, okay,
Um,
right, yeah, okay.
because it's just hack and slash. You level up, kind of increase your weapons power and stuff.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm advancing the game, everyone. I am advancing
Set
the
the
game.
blue moon crest to the altar.
Yes. Who's there?
See what happens here.
Man's
Some.
voice. Oh, it's our friend.
Mhm,
Anyway,
okay.
what else is on the agenda?
Anyway, let's stop this.
Oh,
So-
have we pandered to the people on Twitter?
We have pandered Twitter. We
Oh,
are
good.
on Twitter at. Yeah, we actually didn't even do any shameless promotion at the start of this. We are at Labor the Game on Twitter. I am at DerpyDurDur on Twitter, and my co-host here is at ZellPunch at Twitter. And if you'd like to follow us, we'd be very grateful. If you'd like to send us any questions at this early stage in the show, is life. If you write to us in any way, I can guarantee you it will get on the show.
Yeah.
So if the show ends up becoming in any way self-sustainable or successful in the future, you'll be able to say, well, I was on show whatever.
Episode
and
2.
Exactly, episode 2, which is about to talk about another equally ridiculous concept. Is my next one lined up here in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to talk about that because... I'm not going to talk about that.
Why would you deprave
Because
your buzz?
it fits into movie news, and we're going to do movie news.
Okay, at the end.
So,
yeah,
I think today IGN were doing really well. I generally try and give GameSpot and kind of US Gamer and stuff
And
as much of
Eurogamer.
a And well, I don't really go to Eurogamer,
Oh,
but
Eurogamer is excellent. Digital Foundry
really,
is literally fantastic.
okay.